What's going on, guys? Tons of rain here in Pooler, Georgia. But you know where it's not going to be raining this upcoming weekend? In Chicago. That's where I'm going to be, guys. This weekend, August 10th and August 11th, I'm going to be in Chicago. And I'm going to be there for two reasons. Yes, I have a practice session. That's going to be August 11th. That's going to be at the West Point School of Music. I have about 3 spots left. So if you're interested in participating in that practice session, definitely use the links below to register or go to my website and click on where it says upcoming events, right? Look for the one that says Illinois. But prior to that, guys, on August 10th, that Saturday, I'm going to be participating in a function at the West Point School of Music. It's actually a fundraiser. It's the first annual fundraiser for the love of music. That's what it's called. It's going to be, putting together motorcycles and music. I'm super excited to be a part of this, guys. This is all going to be starting at 10 a.m. And we're going to have a discussion. We're going to talk about the ride. I'm going to do a quick demonstration. There's going to be music. There's going to be a raffle. And then at 12:30, kickstands up. We're going to be taking a group ride. I'm going to be the grand marshal of that ride, along with the Buffalo Soldiers leading the ride. We're going to ride to Chi-Town Harley-Davidson. And once we get there, I'm going to be doing a meet and greet there. There's going to be music there from the West Point School of Music with the steel drums. I'm looking forward to all of this, guys. So let me give you a little bit of backstory. The CEO of West Point School of Music, his name is Julian. Julian came here to Pooler, Georgia for 5 days of private instruction with me for a motorcycle. Now, he's a brand new motorcycle rider. He rented Angel, and let me tell you something, how dedicated this guy was. It was hot too. This was last year. It was hot. So what he wanted to do is rent my motorcycle for 2 hours after each day that we practiced together. I mean, if that's not dedication, and it was hot. So to make a long story longer, after our 5 days, he went home, he kept practicing. He bought himself a Road King Special. You'd be surprised how often that happens when people come and practice on Angel. And it has changed his life, because for him, he needed an outlet. And this is what he told me. These are his words. He needed an outlet, something to just relax and be able to kick back. And people would always tell him, do something related to music. He loves music, but that's his job too. So motorcycle riding was his escape to be able to just relax. And according to him, I gave that to him. So once I found out that he was having this fundraiser and he wanted me to be the grand marshal of a ride and do a meet and greet and stuff, I was extremely happy about that. I'm happy to do it. So what I'd like to do right now, guys, is just share with you just a video talking about the history of the West Point School of Music. Check this out.
I was born in Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean, the son of a single mother, and life was tough. I remember as a 7-year-old wanting to play an instrument and privately carrying that desire because I did not want to burden my mother further. When as a child you have to think about what you bring to your parents or your parent based on sort of the economics of your life, it's extremely difficult. Those thoughts and those ideas animate my current work. I am convinced that there are people, young people, who have tremendous gifts, and the only reason we are not discovering them is because they don't have the opportunity. It has nothing to do with inability. But I do not think that there is anything else a young person can do that helps teach them discipline, focus, perseverance, teamwork, like learning to play an instrument. It uses the right side of the brain and the left side of the brain, the scientific dimension of the brain and the artistic dimension of the brain. If we want to do something for young people that helps them to think and to be emotional and be cooperative, then we need to introduce music education, which is them learning to play an instrument. But in addition to, we need to have opportunities for them to perform. In 2011, I founded West Point with 5 instruments and 7 kids. At the time we established a relationship with the accelerator, we were an organization with potential. So we were serving 4 schools. We were at a budget of $160,000 to $200,000 annually. Today, West Point has a budget of $1.2 million, a full-time staff of 14, our own instrument repair shop, a steel drum manufacturing plant, and we now partner with 10 CPS schools serving 500 students a week. A lot of this growth can be tied directly to our affiliation with the accelerator, because the very first thing it gave us was credibility. When we went to funders and we said we were part of the Community Programs Accelerator at the University of Chicago, issues of whether we could be trusted, whether we were viable, whether we had potential, those issues were laid to rest for funders.
The aim of the Community Programs Accelerator is to support our nonprofit organizations here on the south side of Chicago. And we focus on building the programmatic strength, developing the human capacity, and fostering organizational resiliency. So Community Programs Accelerator is very focused on really respecting and harnessing the uniqueness of our organizations. And with West Point School of Music, this is exactly the relationship that we cultivated and we've developed over the years, is building that trust and that foundation such that we can be strategic with each other and we can be a thought partner for the organization at the time that they need, when they need it, and delivering on actions and results that really accelerate their abilities to grow.
As a not-for-profit leader, I can truly say the greatest contribution of the Community Programs Accelerator to me personally has been my relationship with the leaders here. And Sharon has used whatever influence she has to attract relationships and to make links within the university community. For example, the data research team has helped us develop a way to evaluate the effectiveness of our program from a metric standpoint. It's things like that that have been really helpful and instrumental in moving us to the place we are today. In September of 2022, we purchased our facility, and it was a tremendous time for us. West Point wants to be present on the South Side, a viable, vital, community-based, tuition-free community music school, serving generations of children. We are well on our way with the acquisition of our space, but there is no performance space on the property. West Point's mission is education and its performance. So we want to add to the community, to the landscape of the South Side and to the community of Roseland, a 1,000-seat performance hall on our 3 acres. And we are looking forward to the day when we're able to build that and the young people, generations of them, are able to go through this place, developing their confidence and their competence and becoming tremendous adults.
All right, guys, so I just think that's just awesome. This is a nonprofit organization. So, of course, this fundraiser, that's what this is for, you know, helping out these kids. And he said it best. The limitations are just based on what's available to these kids, all right? So if you want to come hang out, guys, you want to support, definitely come on out. The locations are in the description of this video, right? I also put them up on the screen. And I'm talking about coming to the West Point School of Music for the festivities prior to Chi-Town Harley-Davidson, or you can meet us at Chi-Town Harley-Davidson, all right? All right, guys, I'm looking forward to seeing you. If you want to register, like I said, do that. Or if you just want to come check it out and watch us practice, that's always welcome too, guys. All right, guys? I love you. I see you in Chi-Town. Preload and keep it low.